morning and welcome to LMPS News. I'm Shirley.
And I'm Jaja.
In today's news, we will give you the details about today's bake sale, tell about the recent science trip to the East River, and reveal this week's Person of the Week.
Those stories and more today, Monday, October 23rd.
Attention high school students, the volunteer club will be putting on a bake sale during lunch today.
LMPS News reporter Nikki Pomerantz sat down with one of the volunteer club members.
Hi, I'm Nikki Pomerantz. We're here with
Pilar Ortiz-Diaz,
a member of the volunteer club. Pilar, can you tell us where the proceeds are going from the bake sale?
The proceeds are going to the people of Puerto Rico that have been affected by Hurricane Maria and have very little electricity, water, and food.
Thank you, Pilar.
On Monday, October 12th, IB Environmental System and Society students took a field trip to the East River. LMPS News reporter Shihan Wu was there at the scene.
This is Shihan. On October 12th, IB Environmental Science Year 1 and Year 2 students were having a field trip in Hudson River. Let's check it out.
I love the part when I went into the water and those like pools that cover your whole body. I didn't know it was.
And my best part in the Hudson River Day is that I can observe the little creatures like shrimps and crabs swimming in the container.
Why do you think it's important for students to have this trip?
Because I think to learn science, to learn ecology, students should get out into the field to really experience it firsthand. So I think experiential learning is one of the best ways to really remember. And I also think students are usually pretty surprised when they find out how much wildlife and how many living things there are all around us in New York. The purpose is to raise awareness of our environment, but also to learn about environmental systems through observation and measurement of aspects or factors in this environment of the East River, and some species populations estimates, and so we see what lives there and what the conditions are like, and we better understand ecosystem dynamics as a result.
My favorite part was probably collecting animals because we went looking for crabs and other small organisms and categorizing them.
This is Shihan. Back to the studio.
That was great. Last year on LMPS News, we had a segment called Person of the Month, which preferred someone in the Lemon community. This year, we've decided to have a Person of the Week instead. It's a veteran Lemon teacher in the history department who's been teaching here for 7 years. Mr. Johnson is this week's Person of the Week. And LMPS reporter Sofia Velasquez sat down to talk with him.
Hi, I'm Sophia, and I'll be interviewing this week's Person of the Week, Mr. Johnson. What do you teach at Lemon, and how long have you been teaching here?
I teach 7th and 8th grade social studies, and I've been at Lemon now for 7 years. This is my 7th year.
What's your favorite thing about teaching at Lemon?
I really like the teachers that I work with. I think we have a good team of teachers here, and I've really enjoyed the students that I've taught over the years. I think that they're engaged. I think that they are excited about the things that I've been teaching and have been generally excited to learn the things that I've tried to teach them.
What's your favorite historical lesson?
It's a tough one. The favorite thing that I teach, I mean, I have a lot of favorite things that I teach. I think we do this project in 8th grade on the Cold War that's really interesting, where kids get to do a lot of their own research and sort of like pick their own path with it. I really like teaching the Constitution. I think it's hugely important, especially with what's going on in the world today, that kids have an understanding of how our government is supposed to work and what the democracy is supposed to be founded on. So I'd say probably those two, but I like teaching almost everything that's in my curriculum.
And lastly, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time?
I'm a dad, so I spend most of my free time with my almost 2-year-old son. We read a lot of children's books and play toys and go to the playground and stuff. So definitely my time with him is like what I'm doing in my free time, what I enjoy the most.
Thank you. Mr. Johnson said that if he weren't a history teacher, he'd be a print journalist. I'm Sophia. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sophia. Congratulations to last week's Athlete of the Week, girls varsity volleyball player Izzy Gerosa.
Izzy is an 11th grade from Geneva, Switzerland. This is her first year at Le Mans.
Attention all students, tomorrow there will be no regular classes. Instead, we have POP and CAS conferences. Be sure to attend your scheduled meeting with your advisor.
Friday will be a Day 6 Friday with classes E, F, G, H.
Here is this week's lunch menu.
The SAT word of this week is bland, which means lacking flavor or zest, dull. The food from the cafe is never bland. Thanks for joining us. We will see you here next week. I'm Jaja.
And I'm Shirley. Have a great day, Lamont.